sơn gió tua tua chia chia khi lùi chia yên ổn không hà sáng lo bàn xua tu mau linh qua mê tu mê nhua một giò rê tua cho nói gió bê lu nành nhỏ cho sầu to xia qua bê lý bê gì có công giờ dư tao chỉ muốn lo cho phút kể chạy tận hờ do đã qua mùa từ tí nó xì lô xì chê hê hê ha ha qua lia qua tê do bê gió hào lư bê mù xì lư xì pha cho phong lông lo mà lưu sông lao tỏ sông chia chia yêu á tờ tua bên tuần yêu á lo nó bế cháu từ đi xí sau ai hùi thấu gió lưu chia bế cháu tuồng đau lần cháu xí dầu bò bò xuân linh xuân lưu yên lo dễ xuân cho xuân già nó lo do bế lưu ninh to xia lo dễ nó xia nó dễ hình tia tê lu neng nhỏ nó xia nó dễ hình tia tê lu neng mong to xia bộ tên nó đói rồi ban xài con nà chi lâu lo một sinh chế từ trong cơn có nó chúa biết cho nó cho chữ chẳng chăng lời chẳng nhớ là hai lô trâu biết sợ đời thì xí mà hầu chưa biết cho lời con gà tôi ít đại để bị khó là rồi họ nó nữa lên từ của bông lời nó chỉ do tao lòn thì nó nữa ok chỉ một tổng tên nó có số xỉa lúc chơi nhông nó chỉ tao cũng sẽ để ăn chân thà cho này cho họ thì chẳng cả để ăn chân thà một con rồi
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming the Honorable Mayor Jerry Dyer on stage to receive this special gift or special pandao, the final product presented by our President Mitchell.
Do li thọ chờ bắt tham Mitchell do tụ tuổi thơ từ lúc còn hậu chưa biết cho nó thọ chờ có là mùa mua đầy pandao nó bu trò tụ chữ trò Jerry Dyer. Bên một tên nó đó giải tỏ bắt tham Mitchell thì chữ trong Jerry Dyer.
Mình sai, cái sao pan tao cơ nè, cái sao tới khắp pan tao rồi rong à, dùng mót rồi chỉ chấm mình bây giờ, ôi chào nè. Wow, can you believe that? Nicely stitched, says Mayor Dyer.
tụ chuyên rong và số tàu để ban tàu nó cũng chẳng tàu hạt tiền chơi đại ở do thơ tụ chuyên rong tàu chạy để ban tàu mong muốn để luôn bề đồ nữa.
Everything happened in 1 year. You see it in like less than an hour here. Okay, we apologize. We know that our guest speakers and everyone here has been sitting for quite a while. Please continue to bear with us because we still have a lot on the agenda. But we will be calling our guest speakers to present momentarily. The first one here will be the Honorable Fresno City Council President Luis Chavez. Luis is representing District 5, the Southeast Fresno, and he's been a strong supporter of the Asian community. We thank you. Please join us in welcoming Council President Luis Chavez on stage.
Tụ yo là halu tòn tên nó cô yo Luis Chavez. Nếu yo ít tụ City Council là chỉ yo bên mong ở địa tọt sành nữa. Nếu yo ít tụ ở nơi ba bên cho nhiệt gì cứ tin chăm mong cho được cơn cầu. Yo lên bộ tên nó rõ giải tỏ Luis Chavez.
All right, good morning. Na Zhang, Happy New Year. I want to welcome everybody as the representative of Southeast Fresno to our Fresno Hmong New Year. And I want to talk a little bit about something historic that happened in our city yesterday. And if everybody could see the sign that is down here, that is the city of Fresno's first official bilingual sign, and it's in Hmong that the city of Fresno has ever done. And that's something very important because I want to tell you how that happened, because I think it symbolizes what we're celebrating here today with the Hmong culture. A lot of people will drive through Kings Canyon and see the sign, and we get over 1 million people that drive through Kings Canyon and Ventura Corridor on a yearly basis for the Fresno Fairground, for various different events. But what that means is, it means to me honor, respect, dignity, but more importantly, it's a strong message that the city is sending to our Hmong community and to our community as a whole, that you are a part of our city. We value you, we treasure you, we respect you, and we love our Hmong community here in the city of Fresno. Yesterday, I used a line and a reporter called me and asked me what I meant by that. And the line I used was, you cannot write the history of Fresno without including the Hmong community. And the way I answered it was, without our Hmong community, the city of Fresno fails. With our Hmong community, we are going to succeed. And that's what we've seen this past year. We know that this pandemic has taken a toll, particularly with the Hmong community, because we see the numbers. And we went through a very difficult time. We went through a very difficult time in our community where we saw a lot of our loved ones get sick and sadly pass away. But the best way to honor those that we left this past year is to embrace our diversity, to embrace our culture, to embrace our unity that we have here in the city of Fresno. And I want to close by saying this. Last year and the year before that was very challenging, as many of you know. It was a time when we talked about essential workers, but oftentimes we treated them like they were disposable. This year coming up, we're going to transcend that, and I know that our city, our community are going to come out much stronger out of this pandemic. Last year we couldn't celebrate Hmong New Year, as many of you know, but this year we're going to celebrate double, with double the food, with double the drinks, but more importantly with double the love that we have for our community. So with that, I want to thank you. I want to thank Mitch for the great work that he's doing. I know that we've been working on this for a couple of months. It's not easy work. I want to thank you. I want to thank the ACNY board for their work. I know that you guys have spent a lot of tireless hours and evenings and weekends and sometimes texting at 11 p.m. Coordinating meetings. But I think this is a great celebration. Happy New Year and welcome to Southeast Fresno. Thank you.
我总之我第一种子就是 Council President Luis Chavez 你小姐都被抢trả Southeast 上đầu nó被cho mong trong nhau nè okay ai cho li cú bao nhiều chắc các kia đôi hay tên này nhẹ nữa tới đây nửa thiên này chỉ sợ đời mua bom ba sau nửa gì nè li cú qua tông đầu giả đó pe nè tiền trái nó pe chỉ mua pe lúc ba chết pe cho vì đó có tụ cam ở Covid của chua ta chỉ mà xong nó pe ở xua trái ya om bao nè ông bố cái lò gì ông bố rau món nó ông bố thua trái vậy nó chỉ giờ đi món hay của bé tàu công bố ông bố nè cái bé sẽ được bớt tây trong gì đâu nè
ส่วนจีตอนเต้นเป้ยอเจอเป้ตัวขวดชื่อเซ็งเราสิยอีตัวซิลิคอนโซตัวไหนว่า
Please welcome Council Member the Honorable Council Member Maiva first Hmong female Council Member from Sacramento City
Wow, look at this audience. Hello, nhớ rong như trong nhật chí cái tin anh chào phong yêu sợ đời. Cú luôn bây hồ máy và cú hiện nay từng thải mong khi ai thì elected officials, city council member nhớ luôn trong Sacramento. Cú rong xe hay hay tiền lúc nào cú tôi tua cổng này sợ đời nhớ hồ Fresno lúc xe nó bị chọc thia. Cú bỏ bị sinh sợ đời cho tuôn thải lo hả mong con trời này sợ đời rong câu rong chọc thia. Này vừa gửi thia này vừa cả xe. Bây giờ thải mong thia bây giờ tôi mong à. Beautiful, beautiful. It is such an honor to be here today with our community. I am grateful to be here and just overwhelmed the fact that we're able to gather today. For the past 2 years, we have not held a celebration, and it's so incredible to see everyone out here celebrating safely and being together in community space. I also want to take this moment council member Sacramento reason why campaign campaign time students our campaign team that Lucina belong to it belongs to the people. I often say when you become an elected official, the seat that you sit in doesn't belong to you. It doesn't belong to the former council member or the elected. The seat actually belongs to the people. Right? It is you who sit in that seat. As the elected official, it's supposed to govern and to support our community. I want to say, when I was a young girl, little girl like this one right here, even in politics, Yo pe mong shi lu tia la hai ne yin chai pe tia la yin chai pe za ge lu to be kia campaign usually they more hundreds of volunteers that to me ga tia la campaign la chi mo vi dia pe mong za shi lu za shi pa za shi to na the second thing that gonna he ku ji te ku po he ku ya ji la khai ko hai tia za ge kan da ye za ge o yo ba to yi tu king ke yu jing la je lu yin mo jing I'm really honored and privileged that we have the opportunity to share the USF, UCLA, the Auto Master, the UC Davis, the Sac State, all the knowledge that could gain back to your community. I also want to say that Big Hmong community have come a really, really long way. We've accomplished so much together. Big Hmong doctors, lawyers, Misty over there, Misty Kashasha. One of our first superintendent oversee our school district. We even have Michael right here. She's a little shy. She Michael the community specialist. So to Attorney General Rob Bonta. Being one Thai at all level of government. And even this year, they should have bought that. Bitun Thai Sunisa Lee, our first Hmong Olympian. I know all of you were excited and cheering her on. as we celebrate bit of success now, we still have a lot of work to go. Our community is still struggling, and we have a lot of work ahead. When we look at the educational outcomes of we have so many LGBT siblings in the community. Oftentimes, we don't see them for who they are. So for all of you out there, LGBT siblings, I want you to know that you have allies and we are here to stand in solidarity with you. And just a quick plug, Quip and Mont Queer Shaw will be here as well today, so make sure you stop by their booth. Lastly, I also want to share that when you actually look at Bay Hall income levels and our poverty line, Bay Hmong communities is still struggling, even though we have much success. And so what I want to share with all of you, is that while we have a lot to celebrate, we still have a lot of work ahead. Lastly, COVID, right? And so I want to take this moment to talk the people we love, make sure that you get vaccinated. The Fresno Center and Hmong Nurses Association, vaccinate our community. Make sure that you get your vaccine. Make sure that you get your booster, and most importantly, make sure that you have a mask. It's really great that it's fun, but we have to know, all of us have to know that we still have COVID, that it's still out there. We have to make sure that we protect each other. In closing, I wanted to present something from the city of Sacramento and would love for Mitch and your entire board to be up here. I know that when you're running an event, it takes a lot of money, but most importantly, it takes a lot of people power on the ground. All the board members, everyone, all the volunteers, it takes a lot of work. And so I want to take this opportunity to thank them and ask for Mitch to come up so that we can present a certificate of recognition from the city of Sacramento. And while we wait, I'm going to have Mai introduce herself really quick and say a few words from the Attorney General.
有種一種日子，佢哋拎着，那個倫比有買種，佢有一段菜，我後來就拿住 California Attorney General Rob Bonta，我做到忙 Cultural New Year，你到叫古都內 Attorney General Rob Bonta，多努那的是你全部是很多公平，你啥個多係有種上車到你說的 ，so. Happy New Year, everyone. My name is Mai, and I am here on behalf of Attorney General Rob Bonta. He could not join us here in Fresno, California today, but as Attorney General and the People's Attorney for the state of California, he wishes you all a Happy New Year. Thank you.
So Mitch, on behalf of the city of Sacramento, we wanted to present this recognition in honor of hosting the annual International Hmong New Year celebration in Fresno, in California, usually from December 26th to January 2nd, with over 120,000 attendees across the globe. Thank you for your outstanding service and commitment to the Hmong community. We are grateful for your tireless dedication in preserving Hmong culture and traditions for future generations to come. Absolutely. I'll take a quick photo.
Trying to climb the fence? No, you're gonna get knocked out by security.
Looks like Mom's not up there.
No. I'm trying to find your mommy. Say hi, Grandpa. Grandpa's over here. See the table? 1, 2, the third table. The second table. Oh, there's a mommy.
Guest speaker is Misty Hurd, the first Hmong Deputy Superintendent at Fresno Unified School District. Please welcome her on stage.
ตัวคอยละฮัลโหลตอมเต้นอกุยมิสตี้เฮอร์เนื้อกุยเธอตัวปนเหนียมห้องละชินใจมองว่าตัวหมูเขาหรือตีเชียนยอดเราเขาเป่าใจกันเตอ
Fresno Unified School District บวชเต็นรอใจต่อ Misty Her
เขาเบสที่จังเย่เราสดเทียนะทอราจีมัวอีตูจินเจ้าสาก็ไปชักเต่าให้เตียนวันนู้นก็ปกป้องแล้วนะโอเคอันนี้เตียเนี่ยเจียมันดาวมลิจาเขาเราเนี่ยชี้ให้แต่ชิ้นนี้มัวไอดีอยู่จากก็มูเชนะไอ้สาก็เน่งกาเราจะไปชักเทียนนึกมาลองก็เดี๋ยวนะเอ็นลุงเบย์เนี่ยเราเขาลูกกระเป๋าอยากเก่าฟ้าเนาะไอ้เตียนเน่งนั่นคือเขาเต่าล้อนะจีถอนในจอดากาลอยก่อนในเที่ยวลิมัวเกกาเชียจะไปลุยชงเชียชงนะ Okay ladies and gentlemen Misty Her
Is this on? Okay. nhân dân trong chia cho nên sự đời của trong chia hành để tôi bỏ nên nó nọวันนี้กูให้เอาไปลองดูกูสาเหตุจะไปจะนอจือจะเธอจะเนี่ยจะสีที่ตั้งชอจะพ้องยืดเดินจีให้ตัวล้อตัวยาววันนี้จังวันนี้รู้สิเหรอวันนุ่งตีตัวกล่องไปนู่นนอเทียกูสาวว่าเจ้า Hmong Cultural New Year celebration especially เจ้าประธานเมชเชอร์ที่ตั้งชอหนึ่งยอม board ที่เจ้า committees วันนี้เขียเข้าหรือหยาแหงที่ว่าเตารู้เจ็บไปยาวจะไปเสด็จตัวเสือโอเคชื่อเสือโอเคจงนอยังมีวันนี้รู้จักมั่วจงเป็นห้องเที่ยวมั่วแต่ยาจงเลยเนาะว่าเตาตั้งชอลุ้นดองเฟรสโนใช้เตาไปหายในมองวันหนึ่งตีว่าเจ้า Hmong Cultural New Year Celebration วันนี้จังกอกูตัวหายเอาไปรอลูกเทียเอาไปลูกที่ไปรู้เจ็บไปยาวจงนอนู่นอกูเชียวเจนเตา Fresno Unified School Districtไปยอลู district ลอที่เป็นเตาลูลาแคลิฟอร์เนียไปมัวยาเดียวไปเชียตุตุนใช้กันเตาเทียเก่าเชียตุเน่งว่าเขาลูเนี่ยเขาลู district On behalf of our entire district and especially from our board of trustees we are proud to sponsor the Hmong Cultural New Year So today I'm going to talk a little bit of Monglish กูอยากให้ลงมองได้ลงมีกายไปจะพงยืดเจียมองเทียเตาTo say that 2020 and 21 have been hard does not even begin to describe what we all have weathered these past 2 years. For the first time in our history being here in Fresno, we did not celebrate the Hmong New Year last year. It was heartbreaking to drive by these fairgrounds around this time of the year and see nothing but emptiness.And as I came in today, the sight of cars lining up, the sound of the jingle of the coins, the beautiful, colorful outfits, the smell of the food, and the sight and sound of people all around was a warm welcome. And for what we are living through with this pandemic, I felt the first of what it was like to almost be normal.And for some of us, we travel the world over in search of what we think we need when really, all along, we always had it here in this very place that we call home. And Fresno is our home, and it is rich. It is extremely rich in the diversity of cultures, talents, and people that makes this place so incredibly special.It is all of us from all walks of life that is the very fabric of our city. And it is events like Hmong New Year that builds bridges, enriches, and helps bring us together as one people. Because celebrations like this help us to remember that we all are at one time or another, we were foreign to this country.That we must keep our traditions and share its beauty with others, and that we must build understanding and acceptance for all, no matter our race, religion, or sexual orientation. And that we are all better together, and when we stand in unity, we can thrive through anything, because while this pandemic has devastated us, it has also brought out the good in each of us.So let us be what is kind and good, because it is what binds us together as one people here in Fresno. อย่าอีเปลี่ยนซื้อชงอภันหนึ่งเก่าเทียนหนึ่งเก่าอีตื้อดัวเลย
rong linh bao xóa sư bé hải ninh tông chỉ cái chọn nhẹ cái thơ sinh khen cho xia thia bé tàu bóng của mua chỉ xa hai tia xong nó bé yo của yo mua lúc chia bé không đó luôn nó nhà mong rong cơ anh nu nó bé chẳng tàu tô tua nhau ở cái bọn dây bọn mua cú chỉ bảo này rong lấy nhà tất nhiên là cú tu khen mà cú yo chua theo khẩu bé lúc ba chia bé nhau hòn đua xia mù ý sĩ yo chỉ bù bỏ li xong nhà ta lo thọ cái xong xia nó bé hải ninh hay nhà sĩ lưu chắc họ cú có sở đời cho hư thị cho hải lù rong lo uo chua khó bé hải ninh có bé chỉ mua thơ sinh đã chỉ có lúc trong lò sầu ấy cho mua tây giả chỉ rong tây giả chỉ trong dây trong mua bỏ dây thọ có cho mua cái xí lưu xí ba theo xí rả sư thọ có bé hải ninh và mình từ ba chỉ theo lo uo nọ uo chữ uo châu nhau trong sông chia trong nơi sở đời. May we all have a blessed and safe celebration.
Tên nó rõ ý rau trầu mình.
是后生被炒我把我被老一做梦是有啲闹嘛，弄了来一朵被炒个被起我把那个被呢那干的容易被老公社公司。để lo kho chỉ kho với cộng hồ chế bên trong thì cả số là sĩ cộng tệ sĩ thơ sinh gà trợ lý thân này còn lưu thơ kiến bộ số đừng vàng chia lỡ giờ đi nó mà bỏ tiền lúc nó biết lập đi lỡ bây giờ cả tàu trời đi thân này còn lưu sẽ xả nữa lúc tôi lúc tê lúc nó yên bỏ địa都应用来干呐，也对了，口头的碰着路，如果你起鸟来了，你这路整到变鸟呢，你还是的感觉的手机给人看见用，头个呢，把那看见用都说的点，这是 Happy New Year。Yeah, thank you very much for anybody come from far and near. Anybody, God bless you. Thank you.
There you wait. Is it okay?
Ý chọn cứ tên anh trả sợ đời bên bữa tên nó rõ trò tụ thân được công hộ khu tu trò SGU cầm đàn như lòng qua
ta sẽ nói bé yên chỉ mua nè mua xí chống rồi nè bé cho cô tu cho lâu ru lời bé ô cho rong share hay tiề major như long qua chẳng nhớ là nó qua bé nè bé xí tiề họ vẫn sử dụng công bằng phú của con nhớ lòng gì nó bé thế nè
Xuân gì toàn tên nó bé.
He's already on stage with us, so please just give him a warm welcome, the Honorable Mayor Jerry Dyer, who will deliver the keynote address for us this morning.
Well, thank you, everyone. Najong Chia. Happy New Year for all of my white friends. And let me just say thank you. It is so good to be back here at the Fresno Fairgrounds with this Hmong New Year celebration. And I want to begin by thanking Mitch, the president of the Hmong Cultural New Year celebration. This is an incredible event already. And as I look out here and I see an incredible view of a sea of people, Hmong people, American people, folks from different walks of life that are all here celebrating together. And so I want to just say a special thank you to everyone that has come out here today. Also, a very special thanks to the board of directors for the Hmong New Year committee. They have done an admirable job once again. You know, I am honored to be the mayor of a city that has such rich diversity that includes one of the largest Hmong populations in America. I'm also proud to be the host city to have the largest Hmong New Year celebration of anywhere else in the United States of America. I was a young police officer in the Fresno Police Department when Hmong refugees first settled here in Fresno. And Hmong people that were thrust into a foreign land with a foreign language, with very few resources at their side. I got to see firsthand the struggles that the Hmong people went through, especially trying to raise their children in this new way of life. Unfortunately, many of our Hmong youth were led astray at that time, led astray into being involved in certain criminal activity, joining gangs. Yet, the Hmong people are so resilient, have overcome all odds and assimilated into America and adopted the American way of life, taking advantage of educational opportunities that exist here in America. Today, we see countless numbers of Hmong teachers, lawyers, doctors, police officers, accountants, and as you saw today, Hmong politicians across the state of California. And the Hmong people have done so without losing your culture. That is so important, to be 100% Hmong and 100% American. And that is why this celebration is so important. And not only to the Hmong people, but it's important to the American people as well. We must preserve the Hmong culture. You know, I had the pleasure of spending much time with the late General Vang Pao before he passed, a man I respected deeply. I spent much time with the general enjoying breakfasts and lunches and dinners and opening ceremonies like this. He was such a bold and courageous leader. He always stressed to the Hmong community the importance of education, hard work, and respecting the elders. General Vang Pao also stressed something that I think is extremely important, and that is unity among the Hmong people. And I know that General Vang Pao's heart was broken at one time in Fresno. We had 3 Hmong New Year celebrations all at the same time. And I was proud at that time to be a captain in the Fresno Police Department, assigned as a district commander right here in Southeast Fresno, and to have a part in being able to unify those 3 celebrations into one. And I'm proud to say that is what we have today, one Hmong New Year celebration in the city of Fresno. The Hmong people must stay united. There is power in unity, and there is peace in unity. And together, your voice is extremely loud and extremely powerful, but you must stay united. That is the very purpose of the One Fresno theme that I ran on as the mayor of the city of Fresno. The One Fresno theme that stands for unity. It stands for peace. It stands for one voice, because that is the strength of our community here in Fresno. Regardless of the color of your skin, the neighborhood in which you live in, or your political affiliation, we are One Fresno. It is for this reason that the City Council and I created the Office of Community Affairs to serve as liaisons to our very, very diverse community here in Fresno. One of those who serves on that Office of Community Affairs is Sandra Lee, who represents the Hmong community and will serve as a liaison for this community. We want to honor the Hmong people by ensuring that all of you have a voice in our government here locally. A government that listens, keeps its promises, and is owned by the people. And that includes the Hmong people within our community. I will always have a fondness for the Hmong people. You have treated me like family over the years. When I was competing for the position of police chief in the Fresno Police Department, it was the Hmong community that stood by me. When I ran for mayor to be the mayor of the city of Fresno, it was the Hmong people who stood with me. And you stand with me here today. And I want you to know that I don't take that for granted. And I will always be grateful to the Hmong people. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your friendship over the years. I love you very much, and I promise you, I will always be there for you no matter what. We must never lose this Hmong New Year celebration in Fresno. It is a part of our identity. And as an added bonus, it does stimulate our economy here in Fresno with all of the people who visit the Hmong New Year celebration from across the United States and on some occasions from across the world. I know that there was an uncertainty that the pandemic brought to the Hmong New Year and the challenges that we faced last year in having to cancel the Hmong New Year celebration. And that is the very reason that I took the initiative to ensure that the city of Fresno did their part this year by being a proud champion sponsor for this year's Hmong New Year celebration. I want to thank Council President Luis Chavez for working with me on that, as well as the rest of the City Council in support of providing $50,000 to this year's Hmong New Year celebration. It is my hope that this contribution will ease some of the financial hardships experienced by the committee and ensure that there will be many, many, many more successful Hmong New Year celebrations in the future right here in the city of Fresno. I also want to say thank you to the Center for New Americans under the leadership of Pao Yang for bringing vaccines, COVID vaccines this year right here onto the fairgrounds that people can take advantage of. So thank you, Pao, for your leadership and bringing those vaccines directly to the people. And lastly, and most importantly, I want to say thank you on behalf of the American people to the SGU and all of our Hmong veterans serving our country and protecting our American soldiers during the Vietnam War. We will be and should be forever grateful for the sacrifice that the Hmong veterans and the Hmong soldiers at that time played in rescuing American soldiers, otherwise who would have died in a foreign land. So thank you for that so much. Thank you for your service. And as I close, I want to just say thank you to all of you that are here today. Over the next 4 days, you're going to experience a great time here in Fresno. You're going to be able to enjoy the food, the fashions, and the music and the entertainment. And I promise you that we will keep you safe here as you enjoy. God bless you and Happy New Year. No Zhong Chong Chia.
Stop music, loud music, stop. Stop music. Đúng là được cái này. Stop music here. Đúng là. Stop music, huh? Yeah, this music, right? Stop music, right? Okay, stop. Go to the back side. There you go. Open up the back of the motel's back. Okay. On the right side, go to the floorboard. On the right side, yeah. The right side.
Dad, MC Mike.
Mike, please. Ý chồng cái tên cha cho đời giờ bé bữa tên nó rõ dài tỏ bé trâu với tụ chuyên trong cho lù nữa nếu hai tới cho lù chẳng chén cơ cầu lì chỉ bật thọ nữ ua tu chẳng sử là một trâu tu thơ tu chẳng sử thế chẳng là một ua tu chứ trong ta sẽ nói trâu này thế phải sẽ đời cho nên ta vua tên nó rõ ý dầu trâu chuyên trong Jury Dyer.
Okay, that's good. Okay. We can go there. Then let me go to you. Okay. Rồi这边是其他的。到这边这个气候我就好啊，温的。Okay, we are ready.
Ok, chị cho lên tới nói chị bé tứ cổng cho rồi bé tứ chuyên trong cho lô ta là chị vấn đề và do bỏ tao là ló rể nói chị do chủ do cho bắt hàn thế cho chuyên trong do chủ là một khi bỏ nữa chị cho lên tới bé thọ chờ bé chọn thành công chúa này sợ lo trong này nói bé do dân giả bỏ nữa tàn thọ bé chọn thành công chúa How fresno no thiên cho Miss Mong USA Opa Nengo Opa cầu chua một cho Miss Mong Wisconsin Miss Mong Monse New Year cho bây chọn thành con chúa mà tôi tư là bữa lên nhà chọn thành con chúa để thôi chơi với chọn thành con chúa sợ là một bỏ nữa để bây cho nó cho chữ cho nó này bỏ thì cho cái bỏ cho bây sợ đời giờ đi bây chọn xài bỏ này là một sự của ý cá san nữa cho nó giờ bây chọn thành con chúa.
It's been a long day, but we are about to launch off with our ball tossing. I know that some of our guest speakers may have already left, but whoever is still here, please come and join our beauty pageant.
Giờ li của thứ hai là nó do khi tao lúc chả bỏ đâu sẽ được bỏ nó chỉ do chủ do tụ bắt thành cho nó cho chuyên trong là một bỏ nơi cho nên nó thọ chờ bắt thành còn hậu chưa biết cho mê chơi thiết tụ chuyên trong Jury Dyer.
Fresno City Council President Luis Chavez, if you're still here, Dong Liang Mong Cứ Xia. When she starts singing, you may throw the ball.
Okay, nhớ dùng sụp chết rồi nè, sau đó thì nó cũng yên chúa hay nữa giờ, và sau đó cũng đã lâu và chỉ chơi cũng là hai cái xe đâu bây giờ đây luôn, chỉ biết chơi thế giờ, và sau đó nè trồng nó trồng chữ thế trồng lo sợ đời này cũng là chỉ qua chỉ thế cũng là hai bên lo nó xe. Và cho nên này sẽ đời của hai tàu đi cho nó biết làm nó này, thì chỉ trong nó làm nó ok không? Bây giờ chỉ mi nằng nó em đồ, hai tay giờ mi măng trong lao tuổi sao liên cao e tơ lì, hấp là trong chế tuổi nâng bê châu e bê mi tu nâng nâng, cha cha mi nó chế tư giờ răng lo giờ nơi e vương cao lo chữ, chế mi cái có đại địa dễ e cả tu ru ru chế với trò, tu toa trái tê mu cộng ly rò tam hăng chư và hành cho tu về dễ nè măng chờ trong lâu tuổi sao li cao về với ta li pla trong chưa tuổi năm bê châu e bê mi ta tô măng nặng cha ni nọ chế chế tư giờ chung lo giờ anh ta với cao la chữ chế mi cái có đại tiền tông e cả tu ru ru chế với trò tu toan sai tê mu cộng ly rò ta mong chư bà hành chúa tu về trong nè mong cả tu lại ru ru em chư bà chúa chế mưa về chế về trong cha lì anh cầu đã tiền trong mi cầu ho thay mi đâu lo tu mồ mưa chỉ cao na mò ba ba ru ru mò đã lâu nhà mà cha cả tu la ru ru em chư bà chúa chế mưa về thế về trong cha lì câu đó đã bông chế với trong mi cầu là thay mi đâu là tu mồ ba chỉ câu na bỏ ba e ba ru ru ra lâu trong nề đủ tê năng tê mong cả tu la ru ru e tổ na ra tuổi cha e mi tu chờ thiên tài chế e với chỉ tao chế trong tao ca lù lia với tuổi đâu đã chế qua mu tu trồng ra đâu đua đã e tu ra tề nhẹ thế tề chỉ mong là trao sa e tu tề na tề chư đàm đoan đa e với mô lao đề lý chế hậu thang trường hành chế e bê tề lao trò kê sĩ lưu trường mô sĩ ba nê đủ tê yê rê trong mi mong mong ở thiên tài chế với chỉ tao chế trong tao ye tuổi trời đua tao e mu tu trồng rồi tao đua tao e tu tề nhà tề chỉ tao sa e tu tề nó tề chư tao tao e với mồ lao đề lý chế hậu thang rồi hành chế bê tề lao giờ kế chư lưu từ mô sinh đào mô chào trong na e ma chế nọ ta e tề mi tu chờ thiên tài chế cha đủ mong cha chế mô hai trâu tề tu là tề nha e tề tay là tề vô trâu chưa đủ cha e mu cứ nhà có tao nhà mơ e cứ cô tuổi có tao với e xa nhận lư trong lư nhận ta ta nó chế với mô tu 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 ký sân lầm hắn thầy sân chữ đau chuyên đủ cho mong cứ nhà cao tao nhà cứ cứu tuổi hello cao tao na cả tu sĩ đủ cho chuyên đủ cho mong cứ xa nhận ta phơi lì chẳng lì nhận tơ ta nó chỉ với mong tu ký cao và hắn từ sư bỏ đa chế cha trong chế mô lùa nó ở trong đây à.
Okay. Eden to có nhau từ nó chỉ sau được mang một từ nó tỏ các bán sai sinh chế nó chỉ cho có tí là hai đồ chỗ nó
Now
bộ tiền nón đó ý rồi đâu phá mình nhọn sai nó thế tí cho mềm mềm
Hey, chip chip bay nè lúc bê hooligan đó.
Okay.
So it's gonna be Auden coming next.
Sợ đừng qua tay cho bé bán xài chi cho.
Lo. Cho con đó lắm mà.
Test. Hey everyone, how's everyone doing today?
Cho con đó lắm mà.
It looks like we have a pretty good crowd of people. Today's the first day of Hmong New Year, so I'm very excited to see all you guys' faces out here. As some of you guys know, I am the first Hmong professional motorcycle racer. I'm very excited to see a lot of you guys out here. You know, just me walking around everywhere. You know, I get a lot of fans and I have a lot of supporters. A lot of you guys coming up to me, asking me for pictures and autographs and everything, and that makes me really excited. Just 2 weeks ago, I was racing in Thailand. We went out there, we took first place, and we brought home the championship. I say we took home the championship is because no matter where I go, no matter what bike I ride, no matter what country I'm racing in, no matter what, I am very proud to be Hmong. No matter where I go, I will always represent us Hmong people. I want to show the world, the Hmong people, we are just as good as everyone else. And me and my good friend Sinisa Lee that we all know and love, we go out there and we show the world that the Hmong people are just as good as everyone else. Me being a racer, I love racing. That is what I do. But being a racer, what I like to do and what my major sponsor, Rise, I know they're out here as well, our dreams is to influence the younger generation to chase their goals and to do whatever they want to do. It doesn't have to be racing. It doesn't have to be the Olympics. You know, if you want to be an artist, if you dream of being a professional sports player, no matter what it is, I influence you guys and I want you guys to go out there and chase your dreams, no matter what it is. Like I mentioned before, I race not because I love to do it. I love racing. But no matter where I go, I'm always proud to be Hmong, and I'm always proud to represent all of you guys that are here today, and all my fans, and all my supporters, and all my sponsors. If you guys have a dream like me, don't be afraid to reach them. Don't be afraid to fail. Go out there and achieve whatever it is. I just like to say that one last time, and I'd like to thank all of you guys for coming out to Hmong New Year, and I'll be signing autographs and I'll be signing my posters right after this. So if you guys see me around, walking around, feel free to come up to me, you know, get one of my posters. I'll sign you guys any posters, take pictures of me, and all of that. Thank you guys.
Bộ tí sẽ cho hình tụ tụ ế rằng nhập các tổ mình sự ta tôi bây giờ người ta đi tổ fresno tổ sự nó nói giờ chịu thank you so much cho trong
Okay, nhớ trong ý trong là chỉ cái tin trong số lịch sử tu na trong xã tổ tuần gì mấy trong đó nó ha cũng chỉ bảo sao mấy bọn nó cũng nên là chỉ cũng chỉ nó cũng trong nhớ trong nó na okay so bé tụi mình tụi nhân nó bé expire band bé nhớ Sacramento tua cú lúc bé giờ kéo tỷ xong na cú giờ tụi thấy cho nhớ expire band trong sáng đầu cái nó bé chỉ tàu tua khe kỹ là gì tụi mình tụi mình tụi ha và hai cha sát thì mình nhớ để bé cho trâu ha được cổng bé ha giờ lý tiền sáng tàu bé chẳng cao nó là bé mà nhớ trong sáng tỏ na ha quý nhiên cái cho postcard tua mua bé có YouTube channel nhớ trong tờ ha bé sáng của mình được bé nông bé chẳng có ha được follow bé ha okay thank you everybody bé giờ khe lúc sáng tha nó từ răng cao sông cha nè nè chị về có nhớ tên lên á chị về á chỉ bỏ của tàu guitar xong rồi mình từ nó được bé toàn tới cho là tới chỉ đi cha là let's go. Hello. The mic needs to be turned on. Hello. Okay, số quạt lần trả trâu nhóc quạt trả na, được bé số lên lò dẻo. Huh? Wait, hold on. Okay, we're ready. Thank you everybody. Bố tên đơn đó nè. Tôi tưởng nó như Queen Seren nè, giờ mình sắm báo tôi nói là về Queen Seren. Cô giờ khá tí xem hỏi cho nhân trong cuộc cáo nó như Expire Band. Nếu mà thì biết chuyện tàu gì nè. Expire. Should let what in the door to Queen Seren.